Welcome, everyone, to this week Astrology, actionable, practical, daily horoscopes for the week of June 30th to July 6th. For those of you who do not know me, I am Joshua the Psychic. You can check out my website, psychicsun.com, for your horoscopes for the current lunation we're in, the full moon in Capricorn, which we had on June 21st. And you can also check out any of my services on my website, should you be so inclined. So let's recap from last week what we went over, since this is happening tomorrow. If you're catching this live, Saturn will be going retrograde on Saturday, June 29th, 2024. Hey, Bot, nice to see you. Yes, very nice, Bot. Congratulations. So Saturn is the planet of discipline, restriction, and responsibility. And when it goes retrograde, those aspects are somewhat internalized. So it's a time for us to review our structures. We're reviewing what we're building. Do we have a foundation on which we can build things? So we're very reflective during Saturn retrograde about these things. You can check out my video for Saturn retrograde and how it could affect your sign. The link to this is in the description below. Saturn will go retrograde on Saturday, June 29th. They're to stay retrograde until November 15th. 2024. So you want to refine your strategies, strengthen your foundations. This is a time to really solidify your plans and realign with your core values. It's a great opportunity. Additionally, let's talk about this week and how you can make the most of it. Hello, Grandma Nay. Nice to see you. So on Sunday, the 30th, our last day of June, we're under our waning moon phase. This is the phase from the full moon to the new moon, because we got our full moon in Capricorn on June 21st. And under the full moon, we let go of things, we release blocks. So this period, until this Friday, July 5th, we're under the letting go phase. We're making space, we're releasing what no longer serves us. It's ideal for gratitude, forgiveness, and rest. So you want to do that all this week so you're prepared for your new moon in Cancer on Friday, which we will talk about. On Sunday, the sun is the ruler of the day. It connects us to the eternal present moment. It's a day to enjoy your life and to bask in the feeling of being alive, to bask in the things that bring you joy. And it's a pretty good idea to get some sunshine, if you can, on the sun's day. On Sunday, we have the moon shifting from Aries to Taurus. So if you're catching this live, we have an Aries moon weekend, which is very exciting. But on Monday, we move from Aries to Taurus at 8 a.m. East. So we're transitioning from a weekend of energetic initiative and spontaneity, moon in Aries, to the steady determination and sensual appreciation of Taurus. So we're going to start the week on a very grounded note and a very abundant note, because Taurus is ruled by Venus, and the moon is most happy in the sign of Taurus. It's exalted in Taurus. And those of you who know the tarot, it's a very abundant day. It's the 30th of June, and the cross sum of 30 is 3. And in the tarot, the Empress, which is associated with Venus, is card number 3. So 30 represents creativity and communication, signifying expression, sociability, and joy. So think innovation and interaction. And it's Meteor Watch Day. This is exciting. On your last night of June, it's the perfect time to look to the skies for meteor showers. Will you be lucky enough to see a meteor streaking across the night sky? Well, I hope so. I hope so. Also called shooting stars or falling stars, meteors are space dust and ice that enter the Earth's atmosphere. Meteors can be as small as a speck of dust. As they enter the atmosphere at high speeds, they burn up, producing light as they streak across the night sky while tumbling towards the Earth. Sometimes you see them streak across the sky and disappear at the horizon, and then at other times they end suddenly, burning out right before your eyes. So I hope you get to see some meteors. That would be great. That could be really fantastic. Hello, Jan. Nice to see you. So I hope you get to see some meteors on Sunday. That would be great. And on Monday, the 1st of July, happy July, everybody. We're again, of course, under our waning moon phase until Friday of this week, July 5th. So we're letting go. What is love flows, what is not goes. And on Monday is the moon's day, the most sensitive, porous day of the week. So you want to make sure you're doubling down on your self-care and nurturing your subconscious mind, focusing on what you want, not what you don't want. And then we get the moon in Taurus again on Monday, which is great. As I said, the moon is happiest in Taurus. It's best placed. It likes its stability. Keywords for Taurus include reliable, patient, determined, practical, sensual, stubborn, loyal, persistent, steady, resourceful, and grounded. A nice grounded start to your week. And 1 numerologically on Monday represents new beginnings and independence, signifying initiative, uniqueness, and courage. Think fresh starts and personal strength. And it's Creative Flavor Ice Cream Flavors Day. So I don't know. You tell me, will you be trying any goat cheese Oreo cookie ice cream or brown butter bacon pecan ice cream? If you do, that would be great. I think whatever you choose, you should be sure to be creative in your ice cream eating on Creative Ice Cream Flavors Day. I don't know if I would go that far to be that creative. I think chocolate chip cookie dough might be as creative as I want to go, but hey, have fun with your creative ice cream flavors if you are so inclined. And on Tuesday, the 2nd of July, of course, we're still under our waning moon phase. We're letting things go that no longer serve us. We're making room for that new moon on Friday, your new moon in Cancer, which we'll talk about. Action-oriented Mars rules Tuesday, which is ideal for anything that requires extra courage, drive, and initiative. And numerologically, 2, the 2nd of July, represents balance and partnership, signifying harmony, adaptability, and cooperation. So think relationships and diplomacy on Tuesday. And your moon's going to shift from Taurus to Gemini at 11:49 a.m. East. So we're transitioning from steady practicality and material focus, Taurus, to communication and intellectual curiosity, Gemini. So this should be a very chatty Tuesday in the afternoon, that's for sure. We get 2 aspects on Tuesday, both of which are harmonious. So Venus in Cancer is going to trine Saturn in Pisces. So we're going to be able to really combine emotional depth, Venus in Cancer, with commitment, Saturn in Pisces, to build lasting relationships and to nourish our artistic pursuits. So if you do anything artistic, I mean, everything can be artistic, right? This is a really good aspect because it's combining that creativity and abundance of Venus with the structure, strategy, and discipline of Saturn. You also will have Mercury in the sign of Cancer trining Neptune in Pisces. This is also really, really nice. So we're blending intuitive communication, Mercury in Cancer, with creative imagination, Neptune in Pisces, for inspired ideas and empathetic understanding. So really, really a good transit, 2 good transits for artists. Nikki Kidman has this aspect in her chart. Her Mercury is in Cancer, but it's trine Neptune in Scorpio. And for the record, Nicole Kidman is a Gemini sun with a Sagittarius moon and a Scorpio rising. Now, the rulers of the rising sign are important. They're like a secret gateway, an entryway into the chart. So the rulers of Scorpio, Mars and Pluto, Mars being the traditional ruler of Scorpio, Pluto being its contemporary ruler, are in Libra and Virgo, respectively, in Nicole Kidman's chart. So that makes Libra and Virgo very important in Nicole Kidman's chart, which makes a lot of sense, right? Because she's beautiful, Libra, but she also has a certain precision about her, right? She's very particular, much more precise in her movements than a Gemini would be. So maybe watch one of Nicole Kidman's great films or shows. That might be a nice thing to do. She's great. Also, when we have on Tuesday that Mercury making that beautiful trine to Neptune, it's going to be at its last degree of Cancer. And then Mercury is going to go into Leo. So as Mercury enters Leo on Tuesday, July 2nd, we're going to embrace the confident, charismatic communication that defines the sign of Leo. So we're celebrating self-expression, creativity, and dynamic conversations. Leo inspires us to speak with authority and to share our ideas boldly. Let your words be passionate and inspiring, fostering engaging dialogues and commanding attention through confident and expressive communication. Mercury will enter Leo on Tuesday, July 2nd, there to stay until July 25th. So this should be a lot of fun. Communication is going to be a little bit more dramatic, a little bit more bold. Teamwork makes the dream work. Teamwork is a real key Leo theme. Leos are great on a team. They're great leaders. So definitely think about showmanship during this transit. Think about working together. Think about being super creative. Leo's very, very creative. And also remember, always frame problems with solutions, right? Because Leo does not like the brooding, macabre aspect, say, of Capricorn or Scorpio. Leo does not want any dark clouds. Leo wants everything to be positive. It's ruled by the sun. So definitely lean into positivity while Mercury is in Leo, and you'll be communicating with more inspiration. You'll be inspired by the stars because Mercury will teach you how to communicate with that Leo enthusiasm. It'll be a lot of fun. Enjoy this transit. It's a lot of fun and romantic. So also on Tuesday, Neptune is going to retrograde. Now, it's an outer planet, not that big of a deal. Neptune's retrograde in Pisces is going to prompt inner spiritual and creative exploration. So we could turn to art, therapy, meditation, mindfulness to process our emotions and our intuitions. So Neptune is all about creativity and imagination and spirituality. And when Neptune is direct, we're pushing that outward. Maybe we're creating things or we're turning our dreams into reality, right? But when Neptune is retrograde, that process is going on internally. So this is a time for us to understand our spirituality, determine what we want to create or what we want to even imagine. It's a time for us to really work with the creative, imaginative, and subconscious aspects of our mind. So we're creating our reality more aligned with our preferences once Neptune goes direct. So this should be a really cool transit, actually. It's going to be a long transit. Neptune will go retrograde on Tuesday, July 2nd, and it will go direct on December 7th, 2024. So you can confront your illusions if you have any, refine inner wisdom, and strengthen your psychic boundaries. This introspective period prepares you for a clear spiritual expression and creative manifestation. So enjoy this. It can really help to spiritualize you more and make you more creative and artistic. And on Wednesday, the 3rd of July, we're under our waning moon phase. What is love flows, what is not goes. So it's ideal for gratitude, forgiveness, and rest because you want to prepare for renewal with the new moon in Cancer on Friday the 5th. Mercury, planet of communication, rules your day on Wednesday, so expect lots of correspondences. You may want to pad your schedule with some extra wiggle room, as you never know what might come up out of the blue on Mercury's day, especially with the moon in Gemini. For your Gemini moon on Wednesday, keywords for Gemini include adaptable, communicative, witty, versatile, curious, playful, smart, flirty, expressive, dualistic, restless, and social. And numerologically on Wednesday, it is a 3. 3 represents creativity and self-expression, signifying imagination, enthusiasm, and spontaneity. So think artistic ventures and communication. That should be a lot of fun. Another very abundant day with the numerology being a 3. Also, Mercury in Leo will oppose Pluto in Aquarius. So we're balancing confident self-expression, Mercury in Leo, with transformative group dynamics for powerful, innovative communication. So how can you communicate in a way that is bold and heartfelt, Leo, Mercury in Leo, that helps the larger world, right? The larger community, which is Pluto in Aquarius. It's also a time where there may be power struggles. I would suggest you pick your battles carefully, because you just want to know what hills you do indeed want to die on, because this can be a somewhat combative power struggle aspect. So keep that in mind. Mariah Carey has this aspect in her chart. Her Mercury, however, is in Pisces, and her Pluto is in Virgo. And she made it work out really well for her, because she combined her Piscean gifts of depth and imagination and love and art with Virgo, her work, right? For the record, Mariah Carey is in Aries with a Cancer moon and a Taurus rising, making Venus very important in her chart. And Venus is retrograde in Aries in Mariah Carey's chart. So she's redoing life lessons pertaining to love, particularly self-love, right? So her Venus retrograde in Aries might be why she was able to write these songs that are very, very heartfelt, emotional, and have touched many people's lives. So definitely listen to some Mariah on Wednesday. Maybe get a vision of love for yourself. Never a bad idea, especially upon the new moon, which we'll be having on Friday. On Thursday, the 4th of July, happy birthday, America. Happy 4th of July, everybody. We're going to be under our waning moon phase still on this 4th of July, that final hurrah of letting things go, letting love flow. It's ideal for gratitude, forgiveness, and rest. This is our last day of our waning moon cycle. So be sure to put to rest those things that are no longer relevant in your life, those stories you no longer want to experience. And your day's planetary ruler on Thursday is Jupiter, making it the perfect day for a 4th of July celebration. It's time to think big and to doubt your limits, make moves to expand and grow on Jupiter's day. And how perfect is this? The moon is going to be shifting from Gemini to Cancer at 4:51 p.m. East on the 4th of July. I say it's perfect because America, its birthday is the 4th of July, making it a Cancer. And the moon will be in Cancer. So the sun and the moon will both be in Cancer at some point on Thursday on your 4th of July. So transition with that moon in Cancer. We're transitioning from versatile communication and mental agility, Gemini, to emotional nurturing and intuitive sensitivity. So on your 4th of July, you may want to definitely go to a barbecue or enjoy chatting with other people, being really social in the early part of your day. And then for your nighttime 4th of July, you might want to go home and snuggle on the couch with your honey and, I don't know, eat potato salad or whatever it is that you might like to eat, because we're going to be much more homebound toward the end of the night. So definitely have as much fun as possible. Additionally, we have a 4 on Thursday. Stable number 4. 4 represents stability and practicality, signifying structure, determination, and reliability. Think systematic efforts, which will be helpful if you're entertaining on the 4th of July, or you have a lot of rounds to make, or you're doing anything else that requires some form of organization. So we're celebrating the anniversary when Congress, representing the original 13 colonies, signed the Declaration of Independence, marking the nation's freedom from Britain. How exciting! So I hope you all have a wonderful 4th of July, and you celebrate your freedom and that you celebrate America. We're very, very lucky that we live in America. So let's not forget it. Let's not forget it. Happy birthday, America. Also on Thursday, we didn't have Thursday night lights last night. However, We will be having it next week. So join me on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. And be sure to check out your our last Thursday Night Lights. Or I think it was 2 weeks ago, we actually did a Thursday Night Lights with your full moon, your full moon horoscopes, which we're in the cycle now. We're in the waning moon cycle now with that full moon and Capricorn energy. So you can check out your horoscopes before our new moon in Cancer. So check that out. The link is in the description below. And also, of course, check out my website, psychicsun.com, if you're interested in any of my services. Additionally, on Friday, the 5th, the moment has arrived. We have our new moon in Cancer. So we're nurturing self-care, home matters, and emotional renewal, setting intentions for growth and stability. So make your wish list on Friday. And Friday is Venus's day. Planet of love rules the day. So spread as much love around as possible. We should be doing that every day, of course, but particularly on Friday. And count all your blessings, especially on the new moon, because what we focus on grows. So when you're focusing on what you have and what you're appreciating, you have more to appreciate. And your moon will be in Cancer again on Friday, of course. Keywords for Cancer include nurturing, intuitive, emotional, protective, sympathetic, tenacious, imaginative, loyal, moody, home-loving, and sensitive. And numerologically on Friday, it's a 5, representing adventure and freedom, signifying curiosity, flexibility, and unpredictability. So it's gonna pay for you to be flexible on Friday, because Friday is a 5. It's the 5th of July, and 5 days can be like a monkey wrench. Oh, I wasn't expecting this to happen. It can pertain to change and conflict with change, and you can avert that by being more flexible in your schedule. But think exploration and adaptability for Friday. That could be a lot of fun on your new moon. As for aspects, Mars in Taurus is going to sextile Saturn in Pisces, another great aspect this week. And this is very relevant for your new moon. So you can tap into this energy for your new moon in Cancer. So you want to align steady determination with disciplined idealism to manifest practical goals and spiritual aspirations. So it's definitely a time when you can get a lot done, not just on Friday, but of course throughout this new moon cycle, because this aspect is relevant. And we're going to talk more about that new moon in Cancer next week, of course. For this aspect, Mickey Rourke, remember him? He has this aspect in his chart. He has Mars in Sagittarius sextiling Saturn in Libra. Now his Saturn, Mickey Rourke's Saturn, is conjunct Venus, which is not easy. So it restricts love. At the same time, Saturn conjunct Venus can make you very disciplined and responsible in matters pertaining to love and creativity. And we don't know for sure Mickey Rourke's time of birth, sadly, but a poor source gives a time that presents him as a Virgo with a Gemini rising and a Virgo moon, and his Mercury in Virgo. I do think that kind of makes a lot of sense, especially since he was a boxer, a versatile performer, but a lot of Virgo in Mickey Rourke's chart. A lot of Virgo. Oh, I'm glad you have. I'm glad that you have a lot of love in your birthday. That's wonderful. Oh, that's so cool. You love the 4th. Your parents had you believing that it was a pre-celebration. Very nice. Well, even more reason to celebrate your 4th of July. So we have that new moon. Definitely check out next week's videos. We're going to be talking all about that new moon in Cancer and how you can make the most of it. And on Saturday, the 6th of July, we're under our waxing moon phase. So we're taking inspired action. Now we're pursuing our desires, manifesting our intentions. This Friday, we have our new moon in Cancer. On Saturday, we start the 2-week waxing moon phase. So we're exploring paths to miracles. We're fostering growth and realizing our visions. Take inspired action these next 2 weeks. You set your intentions on Friday, and then those next 2 weeks, you see what you are inspired to do. And it will help you to visualize how you want things to go on Friday. On Saturday, Saturn, a planet of discipline, restriction, and responsibility, rules your day. So it pays to have all your ducks in a row. on Saturday. I would definitely get your ducks prior to Saturday in a row because we have our moon in Cancer, and goodness knows you might not be in the mood to get your ducks in a row. You never know. So get them in a row prior to Saturday if you can. Your moon will shift from Cancer to Leo, though, at 11:55 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, so right before the clock strikes midnight. So we're transitioning from emotional depth and protective instincts, Cancer, to confident self-expression and creative enthusiasm, Leo. So prepare for a wonderful Sunday, a very, very bright Sunday with the moon in Leo when you go to sleep on Saturday night. And on Saturday, it's the 6. 6 represents care and responsibility, signifying nurturing, protection, and service. Think empathy and commitment. And on this day in 1925, Billy Haley was born. He apparently made rock and roll mainstream with his band, Billy Haley and the Comets. The classics Rock Around the Clock, See You Later, Alligator, and of course, Shake, Rattle, and Roll. So celebrate Bill Haley by listening to him this weekend. What a better way to celebrate 4th of July weekend. Well, thank you all so much for joining me, especially in the chat. It's great to see everybody today. I hope everybody's having a nice day. And thank you for catching the replay if you're catching this at a later date. Definitely check out my website, psychicsun.com, for your horoscopes and my services if you are so inclined. And I shall see you next week. Do enjoy your weekend and your week, everyone. Bye-bye.